I think there are many beginners who are troubled by the curling of the stockinette fabric. You may have heard the answer to that question, that stockinette is curled up in the first place. This video goes one step further and explains why stockinette is curled up. There are two ways to curl the stockinette. It has the property of curling up to the front side in the vertical direction and curling up to the back side in the horizontal direction. You can intuitively understand the reason why it curls vertically by pulling out the needle from the stitches. The loop pops out vertically from the stitch. This is a natural form due to the structure of pulling out a loop from inside the loop. As a result of this being connected in the vertical direction, it becomes easier to curl toward the front side. Next is the horizontal curling. A thread called a sinker loop runs between stitches. Since the stitch and the sinker loop are actually one thread that is connected, the sinker loop will be tightened when making the stitch. When the sinker loop is tightened, the force is applied in the direction in which the stitches are folded. As a result of this being connected in the horizontal direction, it becomes a force that curls toward the back side. By the explanation so far, you can see that it is a structural necessity that the stockinette is curled. It is not something that can be solved by the knitting method or the degree of tension, but the structure of the stockinette itself has the property of easily curling in a specific direction. Also, from a structural point of view, you can see why the garter stitch and ribbing do not curl. Both knit stitches and purl stitches are arranged alternately, so the bending directions cancel each other out. Furthermore, moss stitch is also a knitting method in which knit stitch and purl stitch are arranged alternately, so it does not curl. You can keep the knitted fabric flat by knitting these fabrics around the edges of the stockinette. Socks, gloves, beanie, etc. often have ribbing openings, which is not only because of their high elasticity, but also because they can prevent the knitted fabric from warping. That's all for the reason why stockinette is curled up. I hope this helps you. Thank you for your viewing.